All right, guys, we are getting ready to dyno Wyatt's race truck tomorrow morning, and we have some friends in town to help us make it happen.
Yeah.
Wyatt also shaved his face recently.
Dude,
so.
Instant regret. It's been 10 years since I clean shaved, and I thought, okay, I'll see what I look like. Bad idea. Bad idea.
So, we have some guys in town, and you guys want to go ahead and introduce yourselves?
Yeah, so my name is Jeff Hale. I am a system application engineer with Exergy Performance. I met Wyatt at UCC this last year. I've been a long-time follower of the Boosted Boys, and I had seen the truck come on the channel. And as soon as I saw Wyatt, I knew that we wanted to try and jump on board and do what we could do to, help Wyatt make his, goals come true. And yeah, brought a couple other guys here with me. This is Jordan. He handles all of our social media and marketing aspect at Exergy. And then
Mr. Mark.
Yeah, Mr. Mark, old school Duramax guy,
Heard your,
longtime friend of Wyatt's.
Out of everyone here, there's a good amount of combined knowledge to make this thing run pretty good, hopefully tomorrow.
Yeah. If this team can't do it, we're in the wrong business.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't say that because it'll be one little hiccup tomorrow and we're done.
Well, at least we know the doors won't fall off.
Right.
Those
We've got that
Yeah.
taken care of.
Yeah, that's right.
And so you were the one that we were on the phone with when it first fired up.
I go around to all the different racing events for ODSS, any other diesel racing, anyone that does standalone truck pulling, drag racing, all of it. I'm the main person that handles that side of the business. So.
Okay, I'll know you as the smoke in the pipe guy.
Yep.
Yes, indeed, that was me.
And then Mark's here. He's got a ton of racing or knowledge and experience with Duramax stuff. Holds numerous amount of records or had them at times. So yeah, brought him here to help dial in the racing side of stuff. So yeah, I think we got a pretty good team here to make this whole girl try and do something tomorrow. So it's gonna be a big push. We got a lot to do, a lot to dial in, but like I said, this is the team to make it happen for sure. So
It's been a long time coming, boys.
Dude,
Tomorrow,
3 years.
the race truck's gonna hit the dyno. She's gonna go or she's gonna blow.
Yeah.
Something cool's gonna happen.
It'll be
They
we'll
have
make
no
something cool
fate
happen.
that we're gonna
It'll
blow
be
it up
fine.
tomorrow.
I just won't be behind the wheel on the dyno this time.
Yes. Yeah, if you guys have seen the diesel exploding on the dyno and catching on fire forever, the Duramax, white Duramax, this was the guy driving it. So,
Keep that guy away.
yeah, he doesn't sit in the driver's seat no more. He's all, I'm to hell with that.
Nope.
So one of the things we need to do at Wyatt's race truck before we get it on the dyno is get this little guy installed right here. This is from our friends over at TurboSmart. This is their new version 2 oil pressure regulator. And this guy goes in line on the turbo feed line because right now Wyatt's race truck's just making all the oil pressure going straight into that turbo, and it's making a little too much. The turbo's not quite rated for the pressure that this thing sees, especially when it's cold, and he's seeing some residue in the charge pipe. So we need to get that oil pressure regulator going into the turbo there, and this regulates it at 40 PSI, and TurboSmart consulted with a whole bunch of turbo manufacturers to get to that number. It takes a lot of the guesswork out of what size restrictors to run on your turbos. It works with ball bearing, journal bearing, all kinds of stuff, and all kinds of flybys going on out there. It also has a built-in filter as well. It is changeable. It's a 44 micron oil filter, so it also cleans the oil going into your turbo, so you don't get any contaminants in there or anything like that. So we're gonna go ahead and get this guy installed, and it's just in line. There's no return, so it makes it really nice and easy. Guy's getting a scatter shield on there.
Yeah, 4 L80 things.
Never know.
Yeah.
Better safe than sorry.
We've had a buddy of ours truck, Jeremy's, actually blew up and sent shrapnel through the dash and everything. So it went viral. People have probably seen it. It was like a white single cab pickup. So yeah, just to be safe. I want something to protect my legs.
So before we get Wyatt's truck on the dyno, we had to make a quick trip to Home Depot because we're worried it might roll some coal in our buddy Ricardo's shop, and we don't want to smoke the place out. So we're building a little exhaust redirection kit right here. So we got all the HVAC tubing, got ourselves a 90, and we're hoping that we can attach this guy onto Wyatt's exhaust and 90 it out
It's a pretty spendy
and
exhaust
blow
system
all
here.
the smoke out of the shop.
Yes. I think we got to get the tractor flap going though.
Oh yeah, let me get this guy. $31? No, we're leaving that
Oh
here.
come on now, dude! This thing would be sick. Really?
It would blow that thing apart first
definitely.
rip.
Oh yeah, that thing would not live.
Well, guys, today's the day. They're getting Wyatt's truck on the dyno right now. I had to run and grab some diesel in the Porsche. Got me some Taco Bell this morning as well, and a Monster coffee. Let's go, boys. Getting a fresh start to our morning, and we are ready to make some jam in Wyatt's truck. I'm so excited. They've been busy all night, getting prepped, getting everything ready, and it's finally time to lay down some serious horsepower and some serious torque in Wyatt's race truck today. That is looking beautiful.
Absolute unit, dude. This is
The exhaust redirector here. Just getting all the exhaust out of the shop here so we don't smoke out Ricardo's garage.
That's why I don't usually do diesels.
He's making
Small
a
shop and a lot of soot doesn't make for a good day at work.
All right, guys, getting ready to dyno the truck here. Got some extra G additive. We're gonna go ahead and add to the fuel. Jeff, you want to tell us a little bit about this stuff?
Yeah, so this is our custom blended fuel additive. It's a really good idea to run this in any diesel vehicle. What it basically does is it helps keep all of your fuel system clean, operating at peak performance. We've done a lot of testing, a lot of baselining against all of the different manufacturers of additive in the industry. Ours has the highest rating of lubricity, so it will protect like all the high wear components, because your high pressure fuel system, I mean, it sees a lot of wear. It's pumping that fuel up to 30,000 plus PSI. So you can see a lot of wear and tear. It does boost the cetane, which ends up making the fuel burn a lot faster, a lot cleaner. On top of that, we have seen in some different studies that you can actually see an increase of 10 to 12% fuel consumption as well. So yeah, just a really good idea to run in any diesel vehicle, especially something that has like a CP 4.2 on like 467 power strokes and all that. But yeah, we recommend to all of our customers, run a good diesel additive. It will definitely, it'll come back and pay you back for sure. It'll be worth it, so you don't end up having to pay more money.
And I know a lot of our viewers probably don't have diesel race trucks, but you probably have tow rigs to get your cars to the track, and there you go.
Yep.
Get yourself some diesel additives, get that thing running right.
We need to start putting that in your Ford because it's got the dreaded CP4 pump. So good
Yeah,
stuff.
maybe give me a couple extra bottles of that.
Oh, we'll get you taken care of.
Some of that good
As
stuff.
much as you can burn, we'll get you taken care of.
Cool.
Sweet. Big day.
She
Real
is
nervous.
strapped down, just about ready to go here. Got all the straps from Ricardo's shop over here to hold this thing back.
We may have one or two more in the trailer.
Right. Just in case.
More if need be.
Big day.
Big day.
Finally got the truck on the dyno.
Yep. Hopefully make
Gonna see what it
some
does.
numbers. We'll see. 'Cause if it all goes smooth, the goal is kind of make around 1,000, maybe 1,100 on fuel, and then we'll see. As long as it's happy.
Yep.
I got
But
no
we're
idea.
here. I want to give a huge thanks to Ricardo over here at Full Throttle Fab. If any of you guys in the Tampa, Clearwater area need a dyno, he's your guy.
Thanks.
Hit him up.
How much of a shot you guys got in it?
Buddy, we got enough nitrous to blow the intake up.
We're gonna run no nitrous on the first one, right?
Yeah, no nitrous. We might not even dabble with the nitrous on the dyno. We may not. I'm not sure yet. It's all hooked up. It's all ran. Like, I could turn the bottles on and spray the house down if we wanted to, but I'm not sure if we're gonna need it for this session. So we'll see how it goes. As long as the Extra G and Mark are happy, maybe we'll turn it on. Maybe we won't. I don't know.
Only one way to find out.
Yep.
See what this thing does.
Yep.
All right, boys, let's
It's been a long time coming.
Yeah, let's do it.
Now it's time for your line.
Put some smoke in the pipe.
There it is.
smoke in the face.
Put some smoke in the extendo pipe. Gotta see if our exhaust redirector is gonna work for us. Make sure there's no leaks. We got every seam on this thing taped up. So hopefully none leaks out of it. Oh, that's gonna work. We're just a little worried that the exhaust might get a little rowdy at this bend, and we don't want this to freaking blow apart, but hopefully she holds on. It fell off. The tape is not gonna hold. I don't know, after seeing that, I don't have high hopes for the tape holding up after a full rip. It's gonna melt all this apart.
At least this is all mechanical though. Like, it's not solely relying on that to hold it in there.
Yeah, we'll see how much it can take.
Yep. Oh yeah, that ain't going nowhere.
All right, version
That's what we
2.
said about the first time.
Gave her hell.
Yep. Everybody can make fun of me for being overcautious, but a lot better to be prepared than unprepared.
Yep. She was about to take off.
Oh, dang, son. That's so nerve-wracking.
Dude, it was starting to light that turbo.
Yeah, I tried to get it to come up, but it wouldn't.
590. 590 on the first rip and 732 torque.
I've never had a more stressful 600 horsepower in my life.
It wasn't even trying.
Good Lord.
590 horsepower, 732 torque on the first shakedown rip.
Felt good. I got it for like 4 pounds and I rolled into it and it just did not want to come up. Okay. And then like 3,700.
So we probably need to throw, I mean, we'll take a look at it as far as timing.
It smoked pretty clean.
Yeah, literally, you could see it was dead up to 3,800 or so,
Right.
and then
Yeah, this
just
is
went
the
up.
thing alive. Yeah, it started to come up at 38, so I might just add some timing in down low first. Oh yeah.
Round 2.
Yeah, see what she does.
Made some fueling changes.
Yeah, we changed it up so that hopefully the boost will come in harder and then hold out the top. Just trying to get a couple of different maps dialed in.
It's not bad for a first rip though.
No.
Oh! 758. That graph looks way better. 1,000 foot-pounds of torque.
AKA enough to blow the pipe apart.
You just cracked 1,000 foot-pounds of torque. Hey, good thing we had the fan to blow it out. That's why the fan is right here, just for that reason.
That's the right direction.
Hey, I was the closest guess. I said 720.
Dude, that thing stood up, dude.
They wanted the light that time. Yeah.
Second rip in, 758. 1,000 foot-pounds of torque. She lit up way faster that time. Before, it was being really lazy right through here, and then it stood up because there wasn't enough fueling down low. Basically, to tune the diesels, it's just all in the fueling. So they added a whole bunch down low, which was able to light the charger that much faster, which puts it in the correct table it needs. Now we're going in the right direction.
60 pounds of boost. Dude, I mean, so at the top of that run, we were still only 1,100 degree EGTs. So we're still very safe.
Oh yeah.
So
60 pounds of boost,
Buddy,
dude.
I used to run this truck back when it was a stock engine daily. I used to run this thing up to 1,800 degrees. We're good. We got room.
Oh yeah, we got it. But yeah, so basically right there where it nosed over is where it smacked the torque limiting quantity of 175 milligrams. So I say 200, 250? 250. All right, I'm
Make a
game.
number, boys.
So we're ditching our extension, and we're just gonna rely on the dyno fan here to pull all of the exhaust out, because it's just going to continue to blow that thing apart. We tried to salvage it, but it's a lost cause. So we're just gonna stick this guy right here. The exhaust is already aimed that way, and this fan moves a lot of air, so it should pull all of it out of the shop. That's gonna work. Shot that 90 right off.
It's done.
Another 747 on that one. Same torque. Spin the tires. She spun on that one.
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
That one was spicy, guys. Blew the 90 off. Who would have thought HVAC tubing wasn't made for that? Give her the wiggle test, Ricardo.
I mean, it shouldn't come off.
Not going anywhere.
Some strap galvanized junk, but I think we did like a diesel truck at one point, like a legitimate diesel truck. And that was some leftover stuff, so see what happens.
Yeah, it doesn't fill up the gap all the way, but we're hoping that at least it directs most of it out of here. Pool number 4.
Yep.
Gonna
Sounds
have a
like we're
little,
gonna smack it with a little nitrous.
little spool jet on this one on the nitrous.
See what it does.
She's already starting to spin the tires. Holy crap! 873, 1,240 foot-pounds of torque.
Not bad, 870.
Almost 900.
At the top of that pass, yeah, our peak boost was 73 pounds.
73 pounds.
Yep. So EGTs were still 1350. So yeah, we're still very, very safe on that.
So at 73 pounds of boost, you guys just saw, did 873 with 1,240 foot-pounds of torque, and it was starting to spin. Our power's dropping off. So we're going to restrap it here, try to get the tire on the front side of the roller, see if we can get it to bite a little better. And we're gonna leave it on the same exact tune-up and see if we can actually put the power down. All right, we have it restrapped. It's on the front side of the roller now. We have an extra strap pulling everything down back here. Hoping we can hook up a little better. Dang. 865 and 1,273 foot-pounds of torque. So a little more torque. Came on way harder in the beginning though.
But it's just laying over.
It's laying over really bad.
.888, 1,353 foot-pounds of torque. Still falling off pretty good though.
That's
So what it is dropping fuel
That's
pressure.
what was happening. Yeah, the fuel pressure going to the high pressure pump on the engine, we were dropping down to like 3 psi. That needs to be somewhere between 15 and 20 psi at all times.
There's no fuel, there's no power.
Exactly. Yeah, you can't make rail pressure if you don't have the fuel to compress.
Well guys, we're gonna call it there. 73 pounds of boost, 888 horsepower, and 1,353 foot-pounds of torque.
Yeah, that's not bad for getting started on it.
Yeah, considering it's its first time on the dyno,
Right.
it did pretty good.
Yeah, definitely. We're running into a couple issues with rail pressure dropping off. So long story short, diesels, rail pressure is everything. So right now we're dropping down to about 14,000 PSI when it should be at like 26,000. And that's where all of our power is. So we're missing all of that atomization is where the power's loss is. The reason it's doing that, we think, is because it's trying to chase it because the dyno run runs through so fast that it's trying to chase it, but it just can't keep up with how fast the truck's accelerating. So when it's on the track, it's going to have more time running through the RPM versus an unloaded dyno. So it should be able to maintain that pressure better.
Yeah, basically the ECU is commanding that rail pressure and it's trying to target and hit it, but the pull's so short on this dyno because it's so unloaded that it just can't reach it in time. You can almost compare it to like the E-gate on the MR2, like it would run through it so fast that it doesn't even have time to compensate to like hit your target boost or something. Whereas at the track, it'll have that extra time to hopefully hit your target.
Through the gear, you've got a lot longer spread. You know, we're doing dyno pulls, and it's literally 1 second from freaking, like, from the time that it comes up in the boost ramp to red line, it's a very short pull. So it just doesn't have the time to keep up. We're gonna verify that at the track, and hopefully that'll take care of it. I think now we're gonna go out and start trying to see if we can play with the rev limiter, or not the rev limiter, the 2-step, and see if we can get it up on the trans brake, make some boost with some nitrous, and then call it a day there.
Hey, but you know, it's running pretty good and it's safe. You can run it like this. The only issue is that your power is dropping off, but it's not going to hurt anything.
Right.
So,
and I don't think it's going to do that at the track if that is the reason. Like, it'll carry the power a lot broader all the way up past 4,000. Like the early runs, the power was way out top and it was fine. So that drop of rail pressure is definitely causing that.
know for sure once it makes a rip down the track.
Definitely. But it's a really good start. Big thank you to Mark and Jeff for helping on it. And yeah, we'll go from there on it and start dialing it in. Honestly, I'm probably going to turn it down to like 600 horsepower and just get a feel and my routine down at the track.
Yeah, shake it down a little bit. This thing's never been down the strip, so don't know how straight it's going to go. Just feel everything out.
The fastest it's gone is 100 mile an hour on a Mexico road, and man,
our road to Taco Bell.
Yeah, you don't have a lot of time to kind of feel it out doing that, so it'll be good to just kind of get some seat time in it and get comfortable with it. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. I would have loved to make 1,000 on the dyno, but is what it is. Maybe next time.
I think it did awesome overall.
Yep.
It's making so much torque.
Sounds really good too. So like,
sounds beautiful.
Healthy,
She's making a ton of boost.
No leaks. So
the motor's holding up.
Yeah, so far
she's good to go.
Yep.
That's your work.
Well, I don't think it's going to need nitrous to come up on the brake.
That thing sounds rowdy.
Sounds pretty good, huh?
Oh yeah, big shout out to these guys coming
Happy
down, and looks like they're going to be down here long enough to go to the track with us.
Yeah.
And hopefully he does something cool.
Yeah.
And that rail pressure isn't a bigger issue, because we're hoping that on the track it might sort itself out a little bit. Overall, I think we'll call that a success, and we'll see you guys at the track with Wyatt's truck.
Sounds good. Bye.